Alright, I know I'm about to upset some people. If you're an Ultramarines fan, first of all, I'm sorry you had to find out this way. Second of all, please put the Codex Astartes down and listen, because today we're talking about why the Ultramarines are the absolute retarded chapter in Warhammer 40K, and not in the fun, orcs yelling at reality way. No, in the corporate PowerPoint protagonist way. Let's start with the obvious. Ultramarines are the poster boys of Warhammer 40K. Every box, every trailer, every cinematic, every welcome to the grim darkness of the far future starter set. And when you're the poster boy, you don't get to be weird, you don't get to be tragic, you don't get to be interesting, you get to be acceptable. They're not the best written faction, they're the most marketable one, which is fine. Until you remember, this is a universe where people worship skulls, space hell is real, and chain swords exist purely because normal swords weren't violent enough. And yet here we are, following Space Marines who always do their homework. Let's talk about the Codex Astartes. This is the single funniest thing in the setting. Every other Space Marine chapter, we fight like savages, we fight like monsters, we fight like emotionally damaged wolves. Ultramarines. According to subsection 4.3, paragraph B, we should advance in a neat line. Bro, you're fighting demons from another dimension, eldritch gods, living bioweapons the size of cities. And your response is, yes, doctrine. The Codex Astartes doesn't make them disciplined. It makes them feel like middle management in power armor. They're not warriors of myth. They're compliance officers with bolters. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Ultramarines do not lose, or if they do, it's a tactical withdrawal, a noble sacrifice that didn't matter. Or they lost, but actually won harder later. Named Ultramarines characters are functionally immortal. Other chapters, our chapter master died horribly. Our Primarch vanished. Our homeworld was destroyed. Ultramarines. Our Primarch woke up. He fixed the Imperium. He runs logistics now. Gilliman didn't return as a tragic relic of a dead age. He returned as the galaxy's most competent administrator. This man looked at Warhammer 40K, the worst universe imaginable, and said, have we tried better filing systems? Here's the real issue. Warhammer 40K is supposed to be absurd, cruel, operatic, completely unhinged. The Ultramarines are reasonable. They react to cosmic horror like, suboptimal. They don't spiral into madness. They don't revel in excess. They don't lean into tragedy. They're emotionally stable, and that is unacceptable in this setting. Put an Ultramarine next to a World Eater frothing at the mouth, a Night Lord skinning someone for vibes, a Salamander having a moral crisis, and the Ultramarine just goes, yes, yes, we'll form ranks. They're not grimdark, they're grim and sensible. Now to be fair, this is why some people love them. Ultramarines are clean, structured, familiar, easy to project onto. They're the default Space Marine experience. They're the white bread of Warhammer 40K. Nutritious, reliable, deeply unexciting. They exist so every other faction can look cooler by comparison. And honestly, that might be their most important role. So are Ultramarines bad? No. Are they silly? Absolutely. In a universe of madness, they're the guys asking for meeting minutes. In a galaxy of insanity, they're the HR department. In Warhammer 40K, the most metal setting ever created, they are painfully normal. And that is why they'll always be the most retarded in the franchise.